Hi, my name is Joel Lafont, and I'm an aspiring audio engineer. That's right, an engineer. Like an adult. A real adult. I go on Reddit for serious things, not just memes. I have a favorite podcast, and I have opinions about Pierce Morgan. But I wasn't always an adult. No. I was a kid once. A little child. A little starry-eyed, blue-eyed boy. Even though I don't have blue eyes, those were the days that I enjoyed the most. And this is a story about one of those days. In my youth, I was a singer of a band. We were called The Creatures in Secret at the time. Well, that was our only name. That's just not the band I was always in. We were called The Creatures in Secret. And as a child, I wore pants. Wait, I had a favorite set of pants. Yeah. Straight-legged, blue, jeans. They had a snake on the leg and they did not fit me. But God, I loved them. They were rock and roll. And so was I when I wore them. Now, this was a heavy metal band I was in. And in heavy metal bands, it's common practice to spread your legs as far apart as they can possibly go and kind of wobble against the ground. They call this crabcore. I'll try to see if I can insert a video. It's hard to explain, but in this band we did this quite a lot. And oh boy, did I partake. These pants were old, man. I had them all the way through high school. I wore them too much, and they smelled bad. But man, they were cool. They didn't fit, but they were rock and roll, baby. I don't know if anybody watching this remembers the Long Branch Saloon down in Knoxville, but we frequented there a lot. Not as patrons, of course, as musicians, but we played there all the time, as often as we could. They were the only people who would let us play there. And in one of the shows, I wore those god dang snake pants. Oh man, those snake pants. I got up on stage, feeling about as cool as I could, and the gig was going well. Oh yeah. I had the world in the palm of my hands. I was singing songs, I was dancing, jumping up and down. Everybody in the room wanted to be me, and I wanted to also be me. But like I said, these pants were old, and I was young. And these pants, they couldn't take much more, and it was time to crabcore. I spread my legs as far apart as I could, and I bent myself to the ground, and the pants were no more. Right in front of a crowd of 50 people, these pants got destroyed. My favorite pants in the world. If anybody here has had pants get ripped before, you know it's really not that noticeable until you point it out. But here's the thing. I was a child. I was a wild child. And I didn't play by a lot of rules. And one of the rules that I didn't play by was you're supposed to wear underwear every day. And on that specific day, I was choosing not to play by that rule. I don't know why. Perhaps I forgot. Perhaps I did it out of defiance of society. Perhaps I knew those pants weren't long for this world. But regardless, those pants shredding exposed me to a world of embarrassment that I never recovered from. The most intimate parts of me were exposed to a sea of strangers and some family members. It was the most embarrassed I'd ever been until that night at karaoke a couple years later, but we're not talking about that. This has been my story. Good night.